This is really where PiKA wants to roll. It's hot. It's the last or the second to last roll of the day. They're going to have a chance to have a nice roll, good conditions. I mean, this is as good as it gets. Here they were in the first men's of the day at 11 o'clock, and now it's almost an hour later. It's a hotter road. It's a better day.
And we'll see if they can further improve on their 2:08.05 time. Yesterday they put up a time of 2:10.7, so they still made some big improvements, but still, we'll see what happens.
For those watching on the screen, I apologize for looking at the boxer shorts of that mechanic. Please avert your eyes until that buggy's on the ground. But again, it's now on the ground.
And
15 seconds.
And we have a bit more of a breeze as even papers are flying off our table. So
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready, set.
And we are off in the first of two re-rolls. It's Melissa Lee driving Chimera. It's Justin Granger going up Hill 1 right now. And everyone, I'm sure he could use your support, so please cheer him on, as Hill 1 is not the funnest hill to go. Looks like he's actually going to reach the transition at a time of right around 16 seconds, although the buggy is kind of veering off on the left edge of the lane. But apparently lanes aren't as much of an issue today, given what we saw yesterday with Signu. Now, he took a little bit of an unusual line going into the free roll, and PiKA does this, a lot of other teams don't, where he stayed a little bit to the right before he was released off into the free roll section, and he kind of veered to the right and then went across onto the left, rolling a pretty clean line down through the beginning of the free roll. And we'll see what the stop time splits are in another few seconds, but looks to be rolling cleanly. Teams are at a little bit of a disadvantage when they re-roll, as
holy cow, it's a 51 second. That's a pretty nice roll.
Teams are at a bit of a disadvantage when they re-roll because they don't have competition up Hill 1.
All right, Chimera taking the upper flag in the transition, rolling nice and smoothly, coming down, passing the hay bale, coming up on the chute flag, making the chute turn. So far so good, cleanly, nice tight turn, smoothly through the chute, rolling well.
So it looks like it's going to come down to their back hill pushers, as they had a great stop sign time, almost on par with...
Well, buggy really did not roll out the way you'd expect it to. The pusher had to kind of wait for it a little bit there, and then blew past him. Did not quite have the look of a really smoking hot free roll from
not like
here.
STC with a bump and a shove, right?
No, nothing like that.
And with a 1:27 time for the transition from Hill 3 to Hill 4, they're definitely going to have to make up some ground. And I guess the interesting question is whether or not they could fall behind STCB team. But we'll see as they get ready to make their transition from Hill 4 to Hill 5 with about 1:43, 1:44 on the clock, which means if he pulls off something a little faster than his 23 seconds, this could be about a 2:05, 2:06.
Hill 5 get a big two-handed bump. He's catching it again. He's going to go ahead and get a little bump. I'm guessing right here. There's the one-handed bump as he's approaching. There's 2:03. It looks like PiKA won't do it this way.
2:04, 2:05, 2:06, but they will improve on their time with a time of about 2:07.5.
Yeah.
And so it looks like PiKA is pretty safe in second place with a slightly improved time of 2:07.5. Not enough to knock SDCA off the top. And again, we are running 7-minute heats. So please stay off the course, as Fringe's A-team, and Fringe has been a big competitor. They were a big contender. They were going into today with a second place time of 2:08.21. So they still are a contender, and as a lot of teams have been shaving times off their best times today, we could see them potentially push PiKA off.
Remarkably, I don't see a lot of SDC celebration right now. I don't know if they've already left the course, if they assume they got the record and they're leaving. But, you know, you'd think when PiKA would cross the line at 2:07 that there'd be some celebration, but it was really, really fairly quiet.
And Fringe's A-team, the buggy is Banyan. It's driven by Brittany Wine. On Hill 1, we have Rob Wojno. Hill 2, Eric Blood. Hill 3, Evan Acevedo. Hill 4, Craig Hahn. And Hill 5, Patrick O'Brien. And that team did put up a time yesterday of 2:08.21. A lot of teams have been shaving times off their finishes today. Fringe was in the 2:09 range, losing about a second and a half today. So we'll see what happens with their re-roll. That's 2:06.
90 seconds.
Sig Ep with the time of 2:08.61, and Fringe A, who's about to re-roll now, seeing if they can improve on their time of 2:09.11, with Spirit A right behind them with a time of 2:10.